very happy Friday to you all. Welcome back, everyone. Toyshiz here, and I am back yet again to give you guys another Marvel Legends news update. Dwight, Dan, and Ryan took to the Hasbro Pulse Facebook page today to talk about brand new Marvel Legends unveils and also some ones that we have seen before. Little refinements here and there with some waves, Build-A-Figure announcements, singles, exclusives. Very cool news all around. Hey, wait a second, Dan, is that a retro-carded Venom up there in the corner there? Or is that just the old Toy Biz one? We need answers. Come on now. But let's go ahead and let's talk some Marvel Legends. And while I got you guys here, I just want to say thanks so much for always checking out my YouTube channel. If you are new here and you're interested in Spider-Man the Animated Series or just Toy Biz in general, be sure to check out my playlist where I talk about all manner of Toy Biz figures, especially Spider-Man. Hit the subscribe button, make sure to like and dislike if you're not happy, and tell me in the comments below what you would like to see coming soon. Now let's talk some toys. Now first and foremost, we are going to be getting a Deadpool 2 Deadpool figure. He's more in that crispy red-brown sort of deal, a little bit burned costume going on. Lots of different hands, accessories. If you didn't get the double pack with him and Negasonic Teenage Warhead, then yeah, I think you're going to be great. Also gives a new look to a different sort of style for Deadpool 2. So he looks cool. He looks awesome. Amazon exclusive pre-orders up later today. And just as an FYI, when applicable, when you see this video, I will have links for everything in the description below. Thanks for using my links. It helps the channel grow. Yada, yada. Moving on, Walgreens and EB Games exclusive Silver Surfer Black figure. One that we had known is coming. They unveiled that Walgreens have always had sort of motifs and themes for the figures that come out per year for Walgreens. This year will be cosmic. So that's very cool to see. We get to see the packaged Silver Surfer as well. He is slated for a early spring 2021 unveiling, so that'll be cool. Look for him on store shelves. Coming soon, extra hands, energy effects, Mjolnir, Silver Surfer Black. I'm actually stoked. Love some Silver Surfer, keeping in that cosmic theme. Then after Silver Surfer, so middle spring 2021, we're going to be getting a Richard Rider Nova figure, redone, more crisp, clean, clear lines, everything else. No more of that starfish look. So he will come with some accessories, some unnamed stuff as of yet. There will be some surprises in the box. So look for that again later spring 2021 after Silver Surfer Black. Then moving on to the House of X. We have seen this unveiled in different pieces here and there over the last course of this year. Finally, we know the Build-A-Figure for this wave. It will be the Tri-Sentinel. 8 inches tall, 3 heads that are on individual ball pegs, so they all move around. So that's cool to see. Don't know much about this figure, but hey, it should be great. And then they went over each of the individual 7 figures that make up the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave, starting with Moira MacTaggert. She could go from lab coat to more business casual. Maybe she's got a hot date, a meeting, something with Charles Xavier, something like that. So she comes with interswappable arms, pieces for the Tri-Sentinel, different heads, a book with the classic atom thingy on it. So very cool, very sciencey. I will say Professor Xavier, his new look from the House of X comics, big old helmet, and then an interchangeable head with the whole Aquaman like waves, like whoa, 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 whoa. Also, his eyes are closed, so that's cool as well. It's the first time they've really done that, so I'm looking forward to this. Don't know much about House of X, to be quite honest with you. I know bits and pieces here and there, but definitely worth reading up and knowing these characters more in detail. Also, take notice of the packaging. They worked with Marvel and got this Krakoan language, so instead of it saying Professor X, it'll say Professor X in the Krakoan language this time around. They kind of joked around. Dwight was saying, the kids are with their dad. Hey, Dad, who's that character? He's like, no idea. I don't know. We're getting that white Magneto as well. He looks good. Pieces for the Tri-Sentinel, all 3 heads, and some interswappable hands. Don't have a white Magneto. I got reds and the other black and red. You know what I mean? So, yeah, new Magneto. Another Wolverine figure. He's going to be having the fat claws as Ryan described. I'm sure he means PHAT on that. The big chunky claws, 2 different heads. He's going to have more of that semi-old man Wolverine, grayscale looking beard going on. Doesn't look to have a Build-A-Figure piece, to be honest with you, so that's just something of note. So maybe 6 figures make up the Tri-Sentinel. Who knows? It's not in the packaging, unless they missed it. Cyclops, blue and black motif from House of X, 2 interswappable heads, one with an energy blast effect. Very cool to see. I'm actually stoked on that. I'm not stoked, it's got the Bucky Cap body, but hey, he does look good. I hope he comes out looking as crisp in the paint as he does in the packaging. Marvel Girl, I'm glad they redid her. Definitely a character that needs a new figure. Out of all these figures, you are technically getting all new variations of these characters, so it's not ones we necessarily have in the sense of the looks, the costumes that they're wearing, but Marvel Girl would fall into that. Definitely needs a redo. She comes with a Krakoan planted flower as well. Dwight described it as more of an environmental tchotchke that they can throw in. No torso crunch sort of rotation. She's got an inverted rocker, much like, let's say, the movie Doctor Strange has. So there is some movement, but it might not necessarily be exactly what you want. Think of it in the terms of they have to work with what they got, and you have to leave it as that. You'll also see it on the Omega Sentinel. She's got single jointed elbows, and that's because of her arm attachments. Again, a character I couldn't tell you anything about, especially with her voluminous hair, alternate head, her more human head. Go figure. Very cool. Definitely need to read up on her. I love the colors on her, though. It's very Sentinel year, as they said, as well. So all of these figures will make up the Tri-Sentinel. Again, pre-orders, links down below, yada, yada. Now, before, in my last video when I did the Marvel Legends news, a lot of people had said, hey, they teased M.O.D.O.K. And I go, yeah, I know. But I do it more as, like, obviously kind of thing. What I didn't know is that without going back to the video, I had used the wrong photo. So apologies, I guess, to everyone. Here's the correct photo. Yes, we knew M.O.D.O.K. was coming, and we finally got to see him in full glory. So we had the original Toy Biz Iron Man cartoon M.O.D.O.K., we had the Build-A-Figure M.O.D.O.K., and now we have full-on figure standalone M.O.D.O.K. So big, he can't even have plastic in the box. Perhaps this is their new way of incorporating less plastic as far as their environmental sort of deal. This guy looks cool. 8.5 inches tall, alternate head. Basically, Dwight showed off how you can swap out the face plates. He comes on like that Professor X sort of standy kind of thing. He's not going to be able to rock. He's going to be... He's like an egg in an egg dish, basically. But he'll have articulation. You got extra hands. Closed box on him. You can pre-order him later today as well. He looks great. That's a great looking M.O.D.O.K., especially with the new M.O.D.O.K. stop motion thing coming out. It's going to be a year of a M.O.D.O.K. I'm just saying. Then they went over their 2020 picks, their draft picks. Each of them picked 5. It was very cool to see. You could pick a comic figure, Build-A-Figure, Entertainment, Retro 6-inch, Wild Card, and go from there. So what you do is you take everything here, and then you go on Hasbro Pulse or their social medias and tell them, hey, I sided with you. It's basically just a really fun thing to kind of coincide with. A lot of YouTube people will make their top 10, 20, 3,500 Marvel Legends for the year sort of deal because there's that many. Me personally, with all the great choices, they even had, Dwight picked She-Hulk, and Ian McKellen. I'm not going to go with Dwight on this one. Ryan had some great picks as well. Cosmic Ghost Rider is definitely one of them. But I'm going to have to side with Dan. Dan had solid picks all along. He's got the retro animated Spider-Man on there, War Machine, Sugar Man, Punisher, and the movie Deadpool. Dan, I'm siding with you, sir. You picked the good ones. As far as teases go, they had a few of them here and there. When they were talking about Dwight's pick of this year's She-Hulk, Ryan did say, hey, do you want to see a green She-Hulk? So let them know in the comments below or wherever if you'd like to see them do that. It's pretty safe bet. That's probably coming eventually, I will say. Then Dan had his tease, right? So in 2021, at some point, in some way, some fashion, Cannonball, Lieutenant Dan himself, will get his legs. They did tease that maybe it's just a package of legs. It's just 2 legs in a box. Which would be amazing. Please do that. Now it's going to be a full figure, whatever, however they do it. They also had some roundabout ways of getting to this. Tales to Astonish, even though it wasn't about Tales to Astonish. So the clue here is that a figure coming in 2021 will have a tail. T-A-I-L, not T-A-L-E-S. Just FYI. Comment below wildly. Who could it be? And then, of course, Dwight has his Marvel Holiday Special. I was all excited because I'm thinking, oh man, they're gonna do the 2021. They're gonna do Spider-Man and the Spidey Bells or something like that, like the old Toys R Us box set that I looked at recently. No, they're just going to be doing Ultron, but a very classic Ultron. So he does look good. He's going to have the Kirby crackle. He can put it in his mouth or put it on his hands. It's like an energy power-up effect. So great stuff all around. That really just wraps it up. It was a fun endeavor. Great to see the Marvel Legends team before we close out 2020. God, please close out 2020. And no more Marvel Legends for this year. Too many. Fun, but too many. Anyways, I'm curious to know what you guys think about all these reveals. Will you be getting some? Will you be getting a lot? Will you be getting none? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything Marvel Legends. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, I can't wait to see what they do for 2021. I remember saying that last year for 2020, and the year before that, and every year I just get less and less money in the old Marvel Legends bank account. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.